Good morning, everyone. This is just going to be a quick video. It's not a full face look today. In the discussion, I'm going to be talking about the Lash Growth Serum and Epic Mascara and applying a few products because this is a get out the door day for me. I'm going to be getting out the door. So this is the Uplift Serum, just hydrating my face. I've been actually off my mask routine. As you can see, some breakouts here, but our detox mask oxygenates and it also pulls the impurities out of the skin. So as you can see, I just got mine in and I'm going to open the new one and get back on it. So very quick video because I am going out the door, but want to keep the topic on the two new products. This is the Lash Serum. It's called Esteem. I've been using it. This is going into the second week and I'm experiencing some fullness. I have my before picture if any of you want to see it. And what you do not apply it to the root. You apply like this to the tip. It's a growth serum and you're supposed to apply at night, but just showing it in case, for the sake of the video at this point. So you just apply to the tips. You can obviously apply a little bit heavier than what I just did. And you will keep applying it once a night. Most people apply theirs before bed, and it does thicken the lash if you need help in that area that you just really want. I mean, who wouldn't want fuller lashes? So I have been doing it going into the second week. And even if I have a few minutes, just going to really try to come on here for even 5 to 10 minute on the spot videos. It's just more personal. It's much more easier for people to kind of connect better than just seeing like what's going on in the company. I was posting a lot about the convention. And people are busy right now. They're out shopping, back to school with their kids. I have a position this year, really warm work environment. I'm really looking forward to it. But also in the future with what I'm doing here with this makeup. So, you know, if you want good things out of life, you work hard. That's just how it is and always will be, no matter who you are or how old you are. And so just buffing in that concealer. Concealer is going to be your best friend. I always say this, one for highlighting and brightening, one for matching to your natural skin tone. And that's what I'm doing at this point. So just out the door look. Mention the Esteem Lash Serum. Leave any questions if you do watch this replay video. Leave it for me so that I can answer to help. I'm just looking for my foundation brush to buff this in. I do have fact sheets on both the Esteem Serum and the Epic Mascara. Good morning, Tricia. It's an out the door look. I'm actually even looking at the clock, but just mentioning Esteem Lash Serum that I am using it. I think I skipped maybe one night, which isn't a big deal. I see fullness and more, you know, my husband noticed it in my lashes. So I am seeing thickness in the lashes from using it. But you do have to use it a full 4 weeks to see the full effects. And then I'm going to be doing a light eye look so other people can see the mascara, Epic Mascara again. I'm not going to be applying it like the other video with 3D Fiber Lash. For me, I'm actually going to just keep this, and I may possibly not order 3D Fiber Lash anymore because I really like this one. I think it does everything. And some people like it. I like both, but with this, there really isn't a reason anymore. But it's personal, you know, use. And hey, Carolyn, it's good to see you this morning. I'm just showing a quick out the door look with these products. So I wet this brush. This is the liner shaded brush. I've shown this a lot I'm using Forthright from palette 1, and I just go in. We don't have time in the mornings. The easiest thing is to just use the concealer to spot treat the flaws, and then to go in and really give yourself a polished brow. Like, this is really a big beauty. It makes such a big difference. Before, the style was a lot more natural, and now it's just, oh, thank you so much for stopping in. And now it's more defined, controlled brows. So I do what I can because mine are very thick, and I can't just, I probably would be easier if I could just draw the brow on. Hi, Rosangeli, it's good to see you here. I love some of your colorful looks that you've been doing. Where is everybody from? I'm in Rhode Island. I didn't even ask you guys, you know, what city do you live or state? I'm up here in the Northeast. I don't know if any of you are near Jersey or New York. And then you just kind of, you can clean it up with concealer. And we have one in Scarlet, goes right under the brow. I'm really happy because the light, that was the problem on this side. I have an outlet behind me, and for some reason the electrical outlet just went out and I couldn't plug my lights in on this side. So now it came back on somehow. I don't even know how. So just brightening up there. Oh, you're from Puerto Rico. My grandmother was part Puerto Rican and Ecuadorian, I believe. I'm like a big mix. And then my father was Italian and my mother Armenian. A big mix in my family. All different ethnicity going on here. Yeah, Pennsylvania, I've heard wonderful things. I had some distant cousins as a kid. We used to visit Hershey Park. But it's beautiful. Every time you see it, it's very scenic out there. You guys have a lot of beautiful nature out there. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. I do speak, I know some of you speak Spanish. I do speak like a little bit of Spanish. I worked in the schools, so, I mean, I still work in the schools, so the kids have taught me Spanish. My grandmother spoke Spanish, but in those days, in that time, she, you know, she didn't want to share it, so, you know, it's not as if my dad or his sisters or, you know, any of his brothers speak it. So she just didn't pass it down. But it wasn't as big of a language as it is today. That's the other part of it. But my husband speaks it. My husband speaks it for anybody. So anyone who has a question, just even if you speak Spanish, I do understand it a bit, and I speak a little bit. So if they did have a question, ah, thank you so much, Rosangeli. You are awesome. You really are. I want to get active too in the makeup groups, because we're in one of the same makeup groups. But like I said, if anybody feels the need to speak on the IM, any questions about any of what I'm showing, definitely speak to me in Spanish. I work with students of other languages. I'm used to all different cultures. I actually love languages and cultures. That's why I studied it in school. And that's what I do for a living. I mean, my first profession is what I do with kids. And they're from all different countries, and I work with their parents. Yes, absolutely. The support is amazing. It really is. And just the love you share with people, like to show that you see that they have a passion and you share a common interest too. So see, the concealer, as Rosangeli knows, concealer makes a big difference. From the way I just got onto this video, a little bit broke. I get a little bit broke in the morning and hard to get moving because sometimes I'm up and down, like I don't go to the gym, and then yesterday I went to the gym and I tired myself out. So the next morning, you're a little bit slower. That's what happened this time. That's the reason this time. So yeah, you just make sure with makeup, I've always said, you just buff everything in, but not to the point where you're buffing it all away. And then you would set concealer with a pressed powder. I've got to get our translucent powders really nice. It's beautiful, actually. People love it. I've got to get that next. It's like a clear, just a clear powder, but you can also use pressed powder, but it's ideal to have translucent powder to set concealer under the eye. You know, we always joke, my friends and I on here, that we should all just take a little road trip to go and see each other, which would be cool one day. You know, you have the time to visit. Because Pennsylvania is not far from me. Pennsylvania is like, what, 3 hours? Pennsylvania is not far. New Jersey. I could probably, since I drove to Florida, I don't know if I said it before, but I could probably drive comfortably to Virginia. I think beyond Virginia, I just was like, oh no, this is, like, whose idea was this? Why did I do this? I just drove to Florida. It took me like, I think it was like 4 days in like 3 hotels. I've told that story like over and over and over. But I think from that experience from Rhode Island, I would probably drive to Virginia. I think that's my comfort zone. I think anything further than that, it's just like, kind of like you're hauling butt or something. You're just hauling your butt and you just don't feel like doing it. So this is Extravagant. It's a cream shadow. It's not too dark. It's a very bright, warm color. It's like, I would say it's like a goldish orange color, but I'll let you be the judge of it. Great for out the door because they don't crease and they're very user-friendly for anyone with any interest in colors, but just not wanting to spend the time. Like today, I just have to get right out. Very warm color. So I'm going to show the mascara in a minute. I'm probably going to take about 3 more minutes to this video, and that will probably be it. Kind of show you a little bit of, again, how I warm the face, and keep it very simple, just for professional looks, professional environment, doing, whether you go to an office job or you're going to a school, wherever it is that you work. Like, it looks clean but polished looking. That's what I like to do. Now, if I can find everything, I will be in good shape here. Sometimes it's just funny because now that I have my own space, I feel like I'm still looking for things if I don't lay it all out, because I don't really know sometimes what I'm going to do until I just start putting everything on. So I want to do like a highlight color under here. Let me see if I can just, I've been using palette one, nice nudes go to. So Elated and Sincere. Angelic would be nice, but I like something a little bit more muted for like a cleaner look. There's so much you can do. Oh, and I forgot to say, I should probably make another video as a separate topic, but I got my highlighter in. This is going to be beautiful. I tried a little bit of it. It was wonderful. So we'll see if I can put it on. If not, I'll save this for like another video. This is just the Touch a la Mode in the color Benevolent. And it was really nice to highlight. It was actually gorgeous. It's an illuminator. Hey Lisa, how are you today? Have you had a lot of time this summer? I got like a decent amount of time. I was kind of working in that program, if you heard me mention it, and then had some time, you know, it was nice, you know, for catching up with family and friends, and then these videos. So I did have a mix of both. It was like just enough time before we head back in the fall. So I just put, for this basic look, Extravagant. And I put from palette 1 under the brow. I love using Elated and Sincere. I think I showed that in the last video. I've just been kind of like stuck on it lately. And then I do like a basic eyeliner. And then I'm just going to work on warming up the face. And then I'm going to definitely get to this mascara. Do you feel like you even need Moodstruck anymore, Lisa? Because I was just thinking of transitioning completely to this one. Oh, awesome. So you're active like in, what, in this company again? Is that what you mean? Or just... Yeah, this is the time. Not even just my good friend here, Lisa, but guys, this is the time because we really, I'm not just saying this, we really have some amazing products. And a Purple Status presenter just said that this mascara is selling, you know, not to talk about selling on here, but she did say it was selling faster, and she's selling more than of the 3D mascara. So if there's something, you know, just not connecting, it's basically, you know, you're not really talking about it, or maybe not getting on the video or not posting enough about it, which I am going to be consistent because I just came on here today. Oh, you do, Lisa, because those are real numbers. Like, the numbers don't lie. Like, you're wondering, what the heck is she doing? I'm just doing a little contour to warm up around the nose, but it's not going to stay like this. This is actually the mid contour, the mid color in Hermosa, and I actually like the darkest one. It's a little bit more brown tone. This one's a little bit more warmer toned. Like if you really want the brown bronzer. But yeah, I'm going to be buffing that out. And just warming up here on the face. Now I got my hair cut shaped a little bit the other day, but just didn't, sometimes just don't even have time to style my hair and get out the door. I was just joking, I was at the gym yesterday, and when I overdo it, I have trouble the next morning. It wasn't really that I overdid it, it was just that I hadn't gone in like 2 or 3 days. If I don't go like every other day or every 2 days, if it goes longer than 2, my body kind of feels like it starts over and it gets extremely tired. So that's what happened to me this morning. I was just exhausted from the gym. So then you buff this in. I didn't even put primer today. Sometimes that just happens. The primer is here, and I would have started with it. So it did give some warmth. I might warm it up even further, but the face is just about done. And then you just pop on mascara, some lip color, and then you're out the door. This has just been a very easy look today. I did a nice one the other day that I have to recreate. It was with Cheeky from palette 3, and then with the 2 that I just used over the brow bone. But that's been the way it is. Like, people really love that, especially this summer, like the easy eye, very natural looks. Now I'm just going to take some of our loose powder foundation and put it a bit down the neck. And this is in the loose form, of course. It gives you just a matte coverage, some color. I don't really want to buff it all over the face because I put bronzer. But this is also very easy too. And I think I am just going to pop on the illuminator, the luminizer that I just got. So see, I just like to keep my skin very simple today. Some concealer. Didn't really do anything much Like, look at that, just concealer. Concealer, bronzer, we did the loose powder foundation, will give a little bit extra coverage. And this is it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show it because I know I'm kind of like racing the clock. But this is beautiful. There's already a little bit of sheen naturally on my skin, but this is Benevolent. And I'll just put it right here on the back of my hand so that you can see. This is what it looks like. You get about 1.7 ounce of product. This, I know myself, this will last me forever. This is huge for just a skin luminizer. You don't need to use this on the high points of the cheek, on the cupid's bow, sometimes the tip of the nose, but I don't really like luminizers that look like you put one on. So I could have even gone like with a lighter hand. You can put it under the brow bone, even though I did already put color there, but you can put it there. And this color is like a gold, a lighter gold color. We have an assortment. I believe we have like a pink one and this gold one. And I think there's one, yeah, the last one is like a white, and I can get the names if anybody had a question. And you can just blend that in with your finger. I know, again, it looks silly. You don't go around with like a big lit up nose like that, but honestly, I have seen pictures where some people do. Some people do. So again, apply it the way you'd like, but look at that. It gave me a beautiful sheen. And when you really bronze, this is really a big beauty secret. A luminizer can really make anybody's skin just look flawless paired with like a bronzer, the bronzers that we have. Now, I didn't do any dimension in the crease. That would have really made a nice difference, but sometimes you just, you need more time. So getting to the lip, then finally the mascara. So I'm going to start. I did curl my lash. This will curl your lashes though. This will definitely do that. This is Epic Mascara. And I will take photos. There's a lot of product here, so you do have to watch how you apply because there is a lot of product on the brush. But it can give that very wispy, clean look. And it dries. It dries very easily. And there's no fibers. So this is this eye. And then this eye, nothing on it. So see that big difference? And you can just keep going, or you can say, okay, this is enough. I'm being conservative, whatever your mood is for the day. And what I remember to keep doing, always remember to do the inner lashes, because sometimes you can flare this part out too much and not really, I don't know if anybody has ever like forgotten, like, don't forget the baby lashes. So I kind of hold it vertical to get the baby lashes near the inner eye. And then work my way outward. So there's all different techniques. And that's how you create different looks with this mascara. It was the same thing with the other one. It's the way you're holding the wand. Are you separating it? You can do this to get more of a controlled look, and then you can go in and just apply the whole wand. I find I get different looks doing this. Like, look what that just created doing that. So it's all in the way you're holding the wand. Ah, thank you, Leon. And I always have to remember to mention that, because some people say, I use the same mascara, why aren't my lashes looking like that? Well, see how lightly I'm going over it now? Like almost separating them and cleaning them up. Holding it this way. And I'm not one, I've said it before, I'm not really one to work on the bottom lashes. I feel like mine are thick enough. I don't really like doing that. I mean, I could sit here and do that, but I don't do that. I feel like it would be too wild for me, like too much on the bottom lash. And when you blink, the product gets on your bottom lashes, so, you know, it saves you the extra time of having to do them if you didn't want to. And you could just keep going, and then, okay, now you could really thicken it up on the outer lash. But I like this. I like the feminine, clean lashes. I don't go crazy. So just, you know, you position them, you use a light hand, and it really, you will get a beautiful result. Like, look at that. Look at all the length and volume from when I came on here with nothing. It really, I'm telling you, for anyone, for any woman, this is really going to be a huge difference in your look. Like today I didn't even do my hair, but it's the lashes that bring, I think that bring the beauty to it. Oh, and one more thing. I kind of was applying this last night to the brows because it is a hair growth serum. So I'm not sure. It is a lash serum, but I guess if you wanted to experiment with it. So I'm doing like the lashes and then at night doing the brows. And then that's it. I just will pop on this lipstick, and my lipstick lately has been sitting pretty. I've worn this, and it's really a nice bright look. And then I'll just take the pictures. This is really a stunning lipstick. Like, it's got a sheen, but it's just a beautiful, soft pink. So yeah, it made a huge difference, just these products. And again, anybody have a question, just leave it below for me. Oh, and it is true. This is another reason why it's good to come on video. It is true. I guess that kit, I heard that, from those at the convention, the $99 kit worth triple its price is leaving us. It's going away once the company hits 1 million presenters. So if you were considering this or you're on the fence, definitely just talk to me. I'm very casual. I'm very relaxed. I don't, like I was telling a woman that was talking to me the other day, I say, I like to be respected, and I know when I'm considering something, I like to reflect with that person. I like that they answer my questions. I'm not here to pounce on anyone. That's not really the mission of this company. It is to build people up, make them feel good, make them feel helped and cared about, and that's what I do when I share this makeup. So I'm just saying that because sometimes people might be afraid to ask or come into the IM or like a post, but no, that's not my style at all. I'm a very giving person, so I just wasn't brought up like that to do that. So yeah, so anyone has a question, just putting it out there. Oh, and please don't forget to share the video in case you do know anyone who is looking for a new path, really enjoys natural-based makeup. So yeah, definitely don't forget. And I have things coming up in my mind, you know, a little bit of rewards for people as well. So I do have a group that you can definitely ask me about. I have a VIP group. I have everything. I have a business page. So everything's there if somebody does need something. And that's about it. I hope this look is to your liking. Very basic look. I always say this, the colors look a lot darker. Like my skin is a lot darker than what it's showing here because some of the lamps. See, now if I do this, let me see if I do this. Yeah, this is a little bit around like what it is. Like, see how when the lamp isn't hitting it like dead on like that, it's much more of a darker look. Like the makeup is darker. So I really hope all of you have a wonderful day today, and I will see you all soon. And I hope I didn't leave anything out. When I come on a video, I like it to be an update. So catch up with you very soon. Bye.